Yo, what's going on everyone? DJ Zeus here, bringing you guys a review of this. This is the Audio Technica AT-LP1240 USB turntable. This is a professional direct drive turntable, and I've been using this now for, I want to say 3 weeks approximately, somewhere around there. But I've been using these at least 2 to 3 times a week. I've taken these out to gigs, 2 gigs actually, and both of them were at a club. And not only I have used these, some of the other DJs, a couple of radio DJs that were performing at the club as well, used them and they liked it, and I like it too. And that's one thing that I really love about these turntables, is that they come with these removable covers, which keeps all the dust out. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features, and I did touch upon this on the unboxing video that I made for this product, but this is just kind of a review and overview and letting you guys know that this is a legitimate turntable and definitely one of the super OEM Technics turntable killers. And I say that because these have a shitload of torque. And just to give you an example, and that's one thing that I like about it too, so you don't have to worry about turning on any power switches from behind. You can go ahead and turn it on and off from right there. You got the blue lights here, you have a blue indicator light over here that lets you know that you are in the 0 position. So there is no click, but the light lets you know that it's in the 0 position. So you have plus and negative 10% pitch, and then you also have a 20% selector pitch, and these do illuminate in blue, and it's kind of hard to tell right now because the light's on and stuff, but they do illuminate in blue. And then if you push both of them together, it's plus and negative 50% pitch, which is cool if you use it. The most I've used was 20, but you know, somewhere within the middle, maybe like 12, 13, 14% range. So stick with that 20. You also have quartz lock, so if you're actually using real vinyl, you can go ahead and use that. It's also kind of like a, you know, your 0 position, so that way it bypasses you from having to slide if you gotta get to that 0 marker really quick. So you have a reverse button, and that works almost instantaneously. I mean, the platter is a little heavy, but for the amount of torque that it has, it's able to pick up pretty quickly. And then we have the start and stop. You got 2 of them. So if you had Technics before, Technics, whatever, I know some people get anal with the way you pronounce it. You got to be careful not to touch this, because one of the DJs that was mixing with me 2 weeks ago, he accidentally pressed that by accident, but luckily that was just one that he was queuing up. If you're doing that live, obviously your music is going to stop. So if you're not used to that, get used to it. No biggie though. I mean, the buttons are small enough. We got this little 45 adapter, which is pretty cool. Also, you got the height adjustment with the locking mechanism on the back of the tone arm. Let me go ahead and raise this so you can see it a little bit better. I know you can't see specifically because it's behind here, but it's just a little locking mechanism. If you lock it, it'll keep you from accidentally adjusting the height. But if you unlock it, it does move very fluidly and smoothly. You have your anti-skate, which I never really use. I always leave that at 0. Your counterweight, which is cool. It has like a rubbery, it actually is rubber right here on the back of the counterweight, but the rest is like a metal or aluminum. Tone arm is metal. It's got the nice little lever here, which I really like. It's pretty cool. You got little rubber stopper right here underneath the tone arm post, which keeps it above the record. So this way you don't mess up your needles, or if you're not going to be playing anything, if you're just an audiophile or anything like that. It's a easy and safe way to, you know, move the needle on and off of the record. Also with that, a nice little locking latch, and you can hear that click really nice click, and it holds it in place. And that's another thing that I like about these turntables, because the case that I have, it only has a cushion right above here, so all this is out in the open, I guess, if you can say, under, like within the case. This thing keeps it in place. I do not travel with my head shells or my cartridges on the turntables. I fully take those off and put those in my Shure cartridge holder. So, but it comes with the Audio Technica head shell, which is pretty light, and it is aluminum, and I have my M44s mounted to those in the traditional manner, so not at an angle to stimulate or simulate the straight arm. There are videos on how to do that, so if you're wondering what I'm talking about, check out those videos on YouTube. Also with that, we have a break minimum and max knob, as well as a start, minimum, and max. So minimum is obviously going to be basically no lag, so almost instantaneously when you hit the stop button, it's already at full speed. Versus max, it's gonna take a while to get up to whatever speed that you have your pitch set to. So, and then also with the minimum braking, it'll brake right on the dime. You do your max braking, and that's gonna basically be like a power down. Really slow. I forgot where I had it set, but it's there. You also have your 33 and 45 selector, and then if you press both of them, you get 78, and I know that's pretty fast, but hey, if you, like I said, if you're an audiophile and you got some of those old vintage records that require you to, you know, work it at a 78 RPM, then you can go ahead and do that. But 33 is pretty awesome. You also have a strobe light, as you can see here. The middle 3 circles that you can see on the platter are in place, and that's basically, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera because of the frame rate, but you should be able to see it, and basically that lets you know that the pitch is at the 0 position. If you go plus a little bit, the circles start moving backwards. The faster you go, the faster those circles go. The slower you go, they start moving in the opposite direction. See that? But when it's at the 0 marker, they should be completely stopped, and just 3 circles that you can see with the light illuminated. And then also you can power it down and do your power downs like that. But I love these turntables. These things are freaking heavy, and having 2 of them along with this beast of a mixer and this little wooden Odyssey case kind of makes it harder to carry. But I do have a dolly that I use, a foldable dolly, and that makes life so much easier. But for DJs out there, if you guys are wondering if this is a turntable to pick up, it is definitely a turntable to pick up. It is well worth the money. I think Fry's Electronics is selling these for $3.50.99 on a regular basis. If you sign up for their promo codes, and no, this video is not brought to you by Fry's Electronics, but I always see these every other week or every 2 weeks. They go on sale for $288.99 each with the Fry's promo code. So set up 2 different email accounts, so this way you can get 2 promo codes, and you can use one promo code to purchase one turntable, use your other email to purchase the other turntable. You're going to spend about $600 for 2 of these, but these are beasts of a turntable. And the black gloss finish is pretty awesome. If you look directly into it from above, you'll be able to see a reflection in it. Like I said, these things are heavy. They got like a rubbery, kind of a matte feel underneath it, rubberized coat over the aluminum base plate, and use some nice heavy duty legs as well. And then on the back you also have angled RCA cables, as well as a grounding post, which is integrated into the RCA wire. Basically it's like a 3-in-1 type of wire. And then we have the phono and line switch, so you can switch from phono if you're just listening to vinyl, or line if you're listening to vinyl, but in a different way. And then we also have your USB output. So this does come with software, so you can basically record all of your vinyl collection into digital format and save it on your computer, transfer it to your iPod, your iPhone, whatever, iTunes, so on and so forth, MP3 player. And then we have a L-shaped removable power cable. So that's one thing that I like about this turntable, is that the power cords, the RCA and the grounding wires are removable and replaceable, so you don't have to worry about anything getting frayed and then having to solder any wires internally. So you know that this product will last. In case you're wondering, let me go ahead and remove the platter for you. Let's turn this off because it's recommended. You take the platter off and you get a heavy duty rubber, and it is pretty thick piece of rubber under here to minimize any vibration or humming from, you know, vibration or bass underneath if you're on stage and they have subs and stuff like that. And then here is the motor itself. It's just a magnet, and that's basically what this is. It's a big thick magnet all the way around, and that's what moves your platter around in circles. And another thing too that is pretty cool is that this sits flush on top of this. As you can see, there's no indentation here for, you know, any stuff to get, you know, to fall underneath in between the platter and, you know, around, just like the Technics, they always get dirty down here. With this, you can take this off, wipe it down, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about anything falling into here because it does pop up right here on the edges, so nothing should fall in there as long as your platter is on the turntable. So overall, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give these about a 10. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it, but don't take my word for it. Go ahead and pick up one of these. There's other websites out there that sell these, and I think they retail for about $3.99, but the cheapest I have found is Fry's Electronics. Go on their website, $3.50 regular price, $2.88 when they have their promo codes every other week or so. So go ahead and check those out. Okay, one thing that I did want to add, and I think that this is important because it kind of shows you guys the strength of the platter on this turntable, is I can go ahead and put my hand and I will start pressing it down, and finally the platter stops. But if you don't believe me, listen to this. You'll be able to hear my finger rubbing up against the side of the platter, and hopefully you can hear how much pressure I'm putting on this. And then it finally stops. So definitely a lot of torque on this turntable, definitely a powerful motor, and I stand by it. If you guys found this video helpful or useful, go ahead and make sure to give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and click subscribe. Sorry that this was a lengthy video, but I did want to add as much information as I could possible, and hopefully I didn't leave anything out. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments. And like I said, thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, this is DJ Zeus, and I'm out.